I'm gonna be the best version of myself ever.
Hi, so nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Kelly. Thank you for joining me today to talk about Pink Skies Ahead.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I love the background.
Well, thank you very much. I did it special just for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know, I probably one of my favorite genres of movies is coming of age films, you know, because it reminds you of your childhood and it's simpler times, but sometimes they're not so simple, you know, nobody lived a simple childhood. And your movie deals with the struggle with anxiety with young people, which I thought was, you know, pretty unique because that's always overlooked when young people dealing with anxiety.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it, and I, initially wrote this as an essay. This story was an essay, and in my second book. And when I went on my book tour, I had so many people coming up to me telling me that they had gone through this experience. So I decided to translate that to screen to hopefully reach more people and make people feel seen and hopefully destigmatize mental conditions, as much as possible. Take a step in that direction because, the stigma is what keeps you quiet, and the stigma is what makes you want to escape yourself and do other things. And I think that it's antiquated at this point, and we don't need to do that anymore. So I really wanted to show a story, and that people can see themselves in and hopefully, move on and have hope for their life.
Well, that was important when you were writing your books. How did that translate to the screen? Did it have to do some modifications to change it a little bit?
Yeah. I in the essay, it mostly follows Winona's arc. There aren't a lot of things interwoven, stories about, the parents or the friends so much. So translating it to screen, I had to develop a couple more story arcs, but they were so much fun to develop around this character who I knew so well. And I just pulled, from my friends and a little bit from my parents, but those storylines aren't really as autobiographical as what Winona herself goes through in the story.
Well, how does your panic manifest?
I haven't had a panic attack. I have sore armpits.
My armpits used to ache.
Really?
Yeah, all the time.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna get one.
Well, when you do, you'll have us.
And you've sold many scripts in your career, but what decided you wanted to direct this time?
It was such a personal story, and I've had other scripts. I've had other directors tell me I just need to do it and just do it and see how it goes and then it'll be fun. And I just thought, well, this is the one. This is the first one that I'm gonna do is this story, just because it's so personal and I can already envision it. So.
And I'm sure that being a mother helped you multitask on the set.
Oh my God, yes, I totally. I say that all the time, and you're the first person to bring that up. Yeah, oh my God, like being a mom really sets you up to be a director, that's for sure.
And of course, during the pandemic, it put a crimp in a lot of people's plans for their films and their premieres. And after your film festival circuit, MTV, perfect partner for this movie?
Yeah, absolutely. MTV is just one of those outlets that has always reached so many young people, but also, Gen X. We grew up with, and millennials, we grew up with MTV. It's always been such a staple that I feel like it's the place for people to go to see, especially now with their mental health initiative that they have, and to see films like this. And they're going to make more that are like this, which I'm really excited about for them and for everybody else that tunes in.
Yeah, I'm Generation X and showing my age. I'll never forget seeing MTV go on the air the first day with my friends and I hovering in a back room of my friend's house watching, he had cable, watching the premiere of MTV. So
yeah, it's incredible, right?
And I love to ask first-time directors this. Tell me about the first shot on the first day and what was the last shot on the last day that you did?
Oh my God. The first shot on the first day was Winona talking on the phone. We did the first week in the house. We shot everything in the house the first 5 days. and it was Winona on a phone call to Ben. And the last shot was also Winona and Ben. It was in the restaurant on, I think, maybe the third date scene. And it was 6 a.m, and we were all ready to wrap and go home by then.
Well, Kelly, congratulations on a great success with the film and with the book series too. And we'll talk again soon. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I would love that. Thank you so much for having me.